Alright, hello. We're back. Sorry I'm a little bit late. My computer was not cooperating for the first 5 minutes. Bunch of stuff to do, but we're coming up online now. Usually like to have like the deck list open, ready to go, start the stream, but I also just wanted to get the stream started so people could start trickling in. We could talk about Duel Commander and maybe complain about Legacy. You know, the stream usual. We got 2 more weeks until the BNR announcement. I'm excited for something to happen. I've seen a lot of sentiment. I forget if I talked about this last week. I probably did. I tend to repeat myself a lot, but like the length of time that it has taken for both Modern and Legacy is to such an infuriating degree that I feel like we need to see multiple things change in both of those formats, because it's really going to be frustrating to see like, oh, Nadu ban, oh, Grief ban, and then like Energy like takes over Modern or whatever. I don't pay enough attention to Modern to pretend like I know the common threads of like what the super broken stuff is going on over there, but I know they have very similar sentiments to the Legacy players. It's like, oh, we ban Grief, and then, you know, we have to live in, like, Frog Hell for 3 more months or whatever, and then they're like, oh, I don't know if we can ban a card so close to Eternal Weekend in, like, October, and then we just get nothing banned. So I really hope that Wizards is looking into some sweeping changes across multiple formats to actually kind of reinvigorate players after the disaster that has been their current handling of them. But instead of doing any of that, we're just going to play Duel Commander, because I'm going to continue to hide over in this format until things get better. I have been enjoying myself. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, I 5-0'd over the weekend. I think it was on Sunday, I forget. With this iteration of Phelia, I was actually going to play Feldon Burn as like my third different deck. I was going to try out 3 decks for something that's going on tomorrow that I will mention. It should be in the stream title already, but I'll get to that in my spiel. But I 5-0'd with this, and I just like really enjoy playing this deck a lot for obvious reasons. It is just Duel Commander Death and Taxes. I like the Light Pause deck too. I think it has some issues with it that I don't know how resolvable they are. Mainly, like, it has a lot of tension versus counterspell decks that I don't know how fixable those problems are. And then the Feldon Burn deck was another deck that I have been kind of enjoying. It's been fine. It's been pretty good. It definitely needs some more tweaks. I was gonna show it off for a second, but Moto seems to still be struggling to come up here. Yeah, Feldon Burn. I want to make a couple more edits to this deck too. I was gonna play the new like 4-drop cat that like half price of progress is. I was going to add a desert to the mana base. I played against a Feldon deck that was playing desert, because it like pings attacking creatures, and you just ping your Feldon to draw a card. Or obviously kill X1s. Oh, I have a desert in this mana base. Oh, never mind. I'm a genius. Don't worry about that. Maybe I might have added this like yesterday or something while I was thinking about it. I want to add the cat too, but it's literally just like every burn spell, every shock, and lightning strike you could possibly play. Like 2 damage for 1, 3 damage for 2, 4 damage for 3, all the way up the curve. Very, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. The deck knows what it's about, but I've obviously been having the most fun with this. I'm just going to play this again. So, getting into what I was talking about a second ago, tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, I'm going to be streaming with Jarvis Yu. We're going to do some head-to-head Duel Commander matchups. He's going to bring 3 decks. I'm going to bring 3 decks. We're going to play a bunch of different matchups. I don't know if we'll get to like all 9, right? We might play like closer to like 6 or 7, but we're going to talk about Duel Commander, where our heads are at in the format, where how we're feeling about the format overall. Stuff like that. So I'm excited. Get some real like feet on the ground Duel Commander, like good matchups against really good players. Obviously Jarvis knows what he's doing. He's been playing some Duel Commander with CCR as well. But I will be bringing Phelia, Light Paws, and Feldon. I don't know what Jarvis is bringing. I think Jarvis is probably playing like Yoshimaru and what's the Jeskai thing? Aragorn. I don't know if Slimefoot's his third deck, but the big thing for me about Duel Commander right now is I've had a lot of trouble tuning these lists and finding the last cards that I want to play in them. It's like 99 card decks, like singleton decks. It's really hard to find like the weak links and like, is this 99th best card in my deck better than this other option? Because like it's like, it is really impossible to figure out, oh, is like Canoptic Scarab Swarm or the Wandering Emperor going to be better than like some random 2 or 3 drop that has an enter the battlefield ability? Because like they will all situationally be like pretty good. It's hard to really refine those lists like this at this point. But this is like 10 or 11 cards different than the first one that I played. So I ended up actually, well, I think I could probably pick out most of the cards that I actually added. It was like this. Sand Scout is a really good one. I have nothing but good things to say about Lazotep Quarry. This card is actually like, kind of nutty. I think it went like kind of under the radar because it was just in what was this even in? I can't even read that set. Is it in the Outlaws? No, that's OTC. This is MBC. I don't even know where Lazotep Quarry came from, I'll be honest. But this card's like really messed up. It's like basically 3 tap, sack a desert, copy a 1-drop, or like 4 tap, blah 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 blah, copy a 2-drop, and you make it a 4/4. So like obviously this is like not very good on rate, especially if you're getting back 3 or 4 drops, but you really want to be targeting 1 and 2 drops with it, right? Because you get the biggest stat buff and it's the cheapest. So like making a 4/4 like Novice Inspector or Ocelot Pride, or like Mother of Runes, or even like a 4/4 Stoneforge, or like Containment Priest, Drannith Magistrate, all that stuff. It's really, really good with like your 1-drop haste creatures in Feldon, where it's just like, okay, make a 4/4 Monastery Swift Spear, right? This card has been really impressive, and also one of the reasons that I really actually like Sand Scout too. ETB that synergizes really well with Phelia, and it extra 2 to your Lazotep Quarry, as well as your other 2 deserts, Scavenging Grounds and Shifted Dunes. I think like Lazotep Quarry is really, really good. It's so good that I'm like thinking about trying to play it in Legacy. It's probably not there, but in my brain, in the back of my brain, I have an idea kicking around for a deck with Ocelot Pride plus Guide of Souls plus Sand Scout plus like a Johnny, like a very like cheap aggressive mono white deck that also plays like Lazotep Quarry to get the stuff back. And I might kick the tires on that in the post Grief format. How confident are you that Grief is getting banned? I'm fairly confident. I wouldn't. There's probably a world where the literal card Grief doesn't get banned, and they ban just like 2 or 3 other cards out of the scam deck. But Grief is just such like a horseshit Magic card that I would be pretty surprised if it didn't just get the axe, and then also they ban 1 or 2 other cards along with it. But my sentiment for banning Grief is not so far as to ban the card Grief as much as it is just get the fucking scam deck out of here. Format is low-key adapted, I fear. I strongly disagree with anyone that has that opinion. We can all like laugh and pretend that like the Eldrazi deck is like, oh, you know, let's pick up some steam. The blue-black tempo deck, oh yeah, these decks are starting to show up more, but I think most of it is cascading effects of scam in general. The Eldrazi deck and the blue-black tempo deck are just so much more one-dimensional and more attackable, but like none of the other decks in the format get to exist and try to attack them because everything has to be like packed to the gills with the ability to try to fight scam. It's also like at this point, people like it's like the Nadu exhaustion on Moto has kind of gotten to legacy players online, I feel, where it's like people just don't even want to play scam anymore. Just like there's no stakes. People probably just show up with like, you know, 40% scam in the showcase the day before the ban list announcement, but people are just bored. So that's why I think that legitimately people are just like playing Eldrazi, playing the tempo deck, playing other stuff, just because no one wants to play scam. People are barely having fun playing scam. I worry that Frog will need to go. I think there's a good chance Frog will need to go. I've stated my opinion on this a lot, but I think as much as I would like to see a world where WotC says Grief is banned, kick the fucking scam deck to the curb. We understand that Frog is a very powerful card. We want to see a world where people try it in tempo decks and not just this blue-black reanimator deck. It gets to exist in a world where you get to play like blue-black tempo versus Delver. People get to properly try to attack their decks against it. And then they're like, okay, we're like finger on the trigger. If this card is unreasonable, we're gonna kick it to the curb. It's gonna get out of here. But like, I don't have the confidence that that Wizards is gonna do that at this point because of how badly they've beefed the scam deck. So honestly, like, I wouldn't mind just seeing Frog get banned on the 26th because of that reason. What the hell is this? Ward 2. Whenever things deal 1 damage, he gets to shock things. Neat. I kind of want to... This format is, like, so... Like, you just always want to hit your land drops so badly. But we're on the draw, 40 lands deck. Esper Sentinel in 1 versus this deck with a bunch of, like, instants and sorceries, probably. This hand is really, really good if we just hit 1 more land drop. I'll just be greedy and keep. It'll be fine. It's a Gene Stealer? I don't know. I don't know 40k shit. Keller Morph? I don't know shit about fucking 40k. Why is Moto so laggy? What the hell is going on? Easy, never didn't have it. Moto, please. Moto is struggling right now. Kind of dangerous. Dual Commander games take a long time. The nature of both players starting with, like, effectively, like, 8 or 9 cards in hand. Like, you get to cast your commander easily, like, 3 times in a match sometime, or in a game sometimes. Games go forever. That's fun. So if they play this next turn, they get a shock, because the Agate Instigator will deal 1 to me. What is this lag? This lag is going crazy. We have Solitude that we could potentially stop that. I kind of want to just, like, Phelia, Solitude, the Agate Instigator. This is kind of annoying, this guy's Ward 2. I could just Solitude it. It might be better, honestly, and just not cast a spell. Just pay 2, Solitude it, untap Thraben plus Phelia. I'll leave my options open. Maybe they don't cast Gryson for some reason. There's almost no way unless they don't have the 3rd land drop. Is Mono White the enemy in this format? I feel like playing aggro and commander is usually the enemy. I mean, this deck isn't, like, aggro. This deck is, like, very control. Like, it's basically D&T. Just, like, a ton of creature-based value and stuff. Just drags on the games endlessly. We could obviously, like, cast Phelia and block there, but I'm pretty sure my opponent has a lot of things to deal 1 damage, so putting 1 damage on my 2 toughness creatures is probably not a good idea. There's a good chance this Phelia dies anyway, but... They have counters. 4 spike. Fair enough. Maybe I was supposed to... No, I didn't want to Sorcerer Speed Phelia because I wanted to hold up the Solitude stuff. My 3 key work. Sand Scout, not very good when my opponent's missing land drops, but that's fine. I think I could start tabbing out now in Solitude the Instigator if they cast Gyerson. Like, I could Ranger Captain for something. instead of just like Thraben Inspector hold up clue token. Because Thraben Inspector hold up clue token. I do kind of want to hit land drops though. Could play like Glimmer Lens Thraben Inspector though, that like starts drawing more cards. We Solitude pitch Sand Scout. If they cast this guy, he's a 3/2. We have 3 mana. We can't unexpectedly absent it. It's kind of hard to attack into. Suicide the Thraben Inspector to draw a card off Glimmerlands. I don't love the way that that plays out. I kind of want to Solitude the Gyrson? How the fuck do you pronounce Ghyr? Let's just do this. I think I'm fine this way. Solitude him. Does this include non-combat or combat damage? Deals exactly 1, yeah. Okay. I guess the problem with this... No, we can correct clue. I was going to say the problem with this is if they don't hit their land drop again, we don't have anything to do with the mana. Gut Shot, my guy. Are you excited to play D&T in a post-grief meta? Absolutely, yes. I'm very excited. Yeah, a lot of things that deal 1, not unsurprisingly. This guy having Ward 2 and my opponent not hitting their land drop is kind of annoying because I'm, like, incentivized to hold up 2 mana every turn to actually try to kill it. If we land 4, we can just play, like, Glimmer Lens. If we don't hit land 4, it's kind of awful. Also, no Sandscape value. Well, I mean, I've decided to, that the Sandscape is probably just the Solitude pitch card at this stage of the game, but yeah. We can just lock down the board with Blade Splicer and just have to Solitude the Instigator. It's so bad, though. They could also miss on land drop again. We get a Ranger Cap. Maybe Ranger Cap for a 1 is probably better than Blade Splicer, actually. I don't know what I want to get. Maybe just Mother of Runes? Don't particularly want to get an Ocelot Pride in a world of a bunch of 1 damage ping effects. But Mom's probably still better than Giver in that regard. This is just non-creatures, right? Yeah. I don't think I would sack it anyway, but... And of course, as soon as I tap out, they hit their land drop. So we Solitude the Instigator in response to this. I just realized that the Sunscorched Desert makes a lot of more sense with this as their commander. Yeah, I'm burning my clock like crazy, because... Oh, this deals damage to any permanent, so they get a shock here. Okay, but this just trades, then? Which I'm fine with. Anything with 1 power, just by attacking, will always get a shock. Do that permanent... Oh, fuck, it's not shock anything. I can't read... I've read this card like 4 times, I still don't know what it does. Thank God we hit our land drop. But now what do we do? Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Do we let them untap with this fucking thing? Do I just play Mother of Runes, Flicker Wisp with a Ranger Captain, Mother of Runes Blade Splicer? Unexpectedly absent for 0 sounds not very good. So it's not just free shocks that this thing gives. It just deals extra damage to the things that it deals 1 damage to. So, like, having 1 toughness creatures in place and liability, it actually is 3 is like the big break point, because if it deals 1 to a 3 drop, it'll just kill it. Kind of really fucked up with like Grape Shot, huh? You just like cast it like a spell into Grape Shot, you just get like 2 lightning bolts. Lightning strikes, I guess. Yeah, 1 power flyer, cheap 1 power flyers that generate value make a lot of sense. Top, terrifying. Oh, that's bad news. There goes my board. Eesh, this card's scary. Really should have saved the Solitude for it. It was just so awkward. The fact that we missed the land drop that turn, just really awkward, because we were holding up 2 mana to answer it like every turn, except for the turn that it actually happened. We'll hold up Unexpectedly Absent / Phelia here. That seems fine to me. Let's Unexpectedly Absent this guy now. Ward 2. Five mana next turn. We could potentially Glimmerlens Wisp the Glimmerlens. They have last card counter. That would be unfortunate for me. Put it back in the command zone. Interesting. Costs a lot to get out of there. If I draw a mana, I'm just gonna Glimmerlens Phelia. Skull Clamp. Kind of a nice one. I think we're just gonna. It's instants or sorceries, right? Yep. Glimmerlens, Flicker Wisp the Glimmerlens. Make some 2/2s. You got, opponent. Five mana next turn. We could potentially start clamping. Gonna bounce the Glimmerlens. Petty Theft, sure. Do I trade? I'm at 13. I don't think so. That's 2 damage. Not when they have a potential 3/1 if they just pass the turn. I don't want to trade my Wisp for a 1/1. Yep. Reverent Mantra's nice. I don't actually have a white card to pair with it besides the Glimmerlens, I guess. I guess this could just be a Skull Clamp Phelia turn and pitch the Glimmerlens to the Reverent Mantra. Skull Clamp go. They attack. Reverent Mantra's not that good, though. It just, like, trades Wisp for Borrower, so it might be better later. 1, 2, 3, 4, Phelia. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack for 2, cast Phelia. Because we just hold up Reverent Mantra anyway. In case something goes atrociously wrong, we get Pyrokinesis or whatever. Let's just cast the Phelia now, play around a counterspell. Since we're already playing around removal by having Reverent Mantra in our hand. I will trade Flicker Wisp for Borrower. We don't really have a good Phelia target right now. Kind of awkward. We could play the Glimmer Lens. And technically hold up Hardcast Mantra off of the Crystal Vein. Taking 3? Do I need to keep my flyer alive here? Going to 8? I think I just raced them. 5 here. I think this is fine. Snow Covered Plains not great. It does mean we can play Glimmer Lens. Maybe I was supposed to equip Skull Clamp for an extra damage. Doesn't matter. We do have lethal. This state of things does mean that they can't. They have to leave something back or they do die. And they can't just leave the token back. Because it can just get flickered by Fel. They have to leave multiple things back, basically. Oh, the deck is wrong. I forgot to update Stream Decker. But the deck is on Flex Slot. It's just First Strike and Haste. It's fine. They have 4 mana, though. I have to be worried about getting Gyrand now. Although, if they attack with the Flyers, we just Reverent Mantra for Pro Red. And then flicker the Soldier token, then we win. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're at 9. Yeah, we just win. They have no cards in hand. Yeah, we're good. Could have also equipped it in Swords of Plowshares. Pro Red. I briefly thought that like that would de-equip the Glimmer Lens, but that wouldn't matter, and also the token's red, not the equipment, obviously. Just like a brief moment of panic. And also the Glimmer Lens doesn't buff it, so it doesn't matter. Have we swapped Phelia for something else with sideboarding? I have been doing that a little bit. I don't know if I'll do it here. There's a little bit of a temptation to board to Beza. So the only reason that Beza is actually still in the deck is because I do think that this is a good plan versus like Feldon and like very burn dense decks. I don't know if it's the plan here. I've had a little bit of trouble assessing when it's correct to switch to Beza, or to a little bit of lesser extent Thalia. Let me also, while we're in sideboarding, fix Stream Decker. I forgot to do that in my haste getting online. I don't think... So my default is to, Didn't I just export this? What the fuck happened? Did it export somewhere else? Export? It did. It exported to documents for some reason. Sure. Phelia, Duel Commander 1.1. Okay, set as current. Alright. We are back. I think I'm going to just run it back. This deck obviously fires on the most cylinders when it has Phelia. It has a bunch of stuff that synergizes more with Phelia than Beza or Dahlia, obviously, but we might reassess for a game 3 if we want Beza. I don't know how... It seems like my opponent's more like one-drop creatures than like burning me out. Although we did see a fair chunk of burn spells here. This hand is pretty slow versus a deck like this. Slow and uninteractive. Soul Guide Lantern, pretty bad on 1. Phelia on 2. Ranger Captain on 3 doesn't do anything. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. Okay, this is much better. Although, Swift Reconfiguration, not very good against. Geyerson? Still haven't figured that one out. But we have, like, March. A little hard to march it as well, the ward, but... Gonna bottom... I might actually bottom Swift Reconfiguration, just because it's so hard to hit this thing. Swift Reconfigurationing a 1-drop is, like, pretty weak. It gets rid of it, yeah. It's either that or a land. Maybe we'll bottom a land. We're on the draw. He says before never drawing land 4. I have been probed. We could... I was saying you could actually flicker the ward to the Swift Reconfiguration to get around ward, but that wouldn't help because Swift Reconfiguration does not take away the abilities. Yeah, it's whatever. So we would still be just give them this thing on a random fucking artifact. Yikes. Some scary shit going on if they just curve out into Garson. Kill some of this stuff. Swift Reconfig, also awkward on all of my opponent's creatures. There we go. That's a good card to cast next turn, huh? I'll probably just march this Spectral Sailor. Probably better than taking 6. This hits the same permanent. Okay, so I will take 3, yes. That's fine. This guy is annoying, and I really don't want to Swift Reconfig him. We could Swift Reconfig Tetsuo and eventually Phelia the Swift Reconfig somewhere else. We'll vote for Gearson Starn. What? They voted for Tetsuka. We'll take that. I will accept your choice. Democracy has never failed me yet. Except for all the times it's failed me. Next turn we have Bodyguard Phelia plus Hold Up Swift Reconfig. I love that. What 4-drop are we casting? No, that's fine. We can Swift Reconfig that one. It never gets boast if it can't attack. Why did they shock? They're holding up something weird. Awkwardly, I've been thinking about cutting one or both of these creature lands, honestly. They're, like, not super good. I often, like, don't feel like I think I have, like, better things to be doing with my mana than activating and attacking with them. And they are obviously not white sources, so I can't, with 4 mana here, I cannot, like, Mom Phelia Swift Reconfig. So I think I just have to Phelia Swift Reconfig this turn. I guess I could not Phelia, right? I could just Mom. Put up some shields. But it's, like, much more mana inefficient. I might put on at least 2 cards in hand. The shock leave up 1 mana is so suspicious, though. I don't know what that's about. Okay, that's fine. 0. Oh. -2. I guess that's fair, yeah. I was kind of expecting to make some elementals to, like, protect it or something. I'm gonna Swift Reconfig this now. Play around some amount of counter spells, I guess. Should I also cast Phelia now? You have 1, potentially 2 mana. That's not the Chandra I thought it was. Yes, very much same. I mean, it makes sense because it makes, like, 1 power creatures. We have Giver to protect Phelia, so I think this is, like, pretty reasonable to just cast, play around, like land plus counterspell that isn't. So that is not that bad. They have, like, land 5 for Gearson next turn, which get hit for 3. I can flicker it out of the way with Phelia. We currently don't have a better flicker target. Yeah, the other Chandra 3 is probably also in their deck. Ooh, that's actually a really good draw. Attack Chandra. Flicker up Mausoleum Wanderer. I wonder if I should have actually played out these in a... I guess it's not that bad if we get a Furied, because we have 2 protections. Like, if we get Furied here, we just save the, like, the Phelia and the Mom or something. Just a 2 for 2. DRC. It's a pretty reasonable one. I guess. Clog up the board pretty short order here. But we will take some amount of damage. Oh, it gives Channeler haste, because it gives all humans haste. Fun. But they can't attack with it, because I'll just block with Giver. Do they send for, like, 2 extra damage here, or do they just attack with the Mausoleum Wanderer is the question? Yep. I think that makes more sense. If we could find something to pair with Phelia, that would be nice. Oh. That's a pretty good card to pair with Phelia, huh? Not a bad one. I think I want to kill the DRC before the Mausoleum Wanderer, huh? I don't want them scrying. I don't really care about the 1 damage. If they block, I just activate Giver. We still have Bodyguard plus Mom up. Poof. Goodbye, Dragon's Ridge Channeler. Feeling pretty safe with my triple mom effect until we get fucking annihilated by some dumb bullshit. This is not some dumb bullshit. This is just something that I can counter with Giver of Runes. Pro red. Yeah, there's the dumb bullshit. So they have no cards in hand, so this is just dealing 1 damage, so we just Mom Protect itself and then sack the Benevolent Bodyguard, I guess. I guess we could just Benevolent Bodyguard the Mom, have more blockers here. 0 cards in hand. Yeah, I don't see a way where we aren't just like completely fine here. Pro red. That way we just have 2 blockers if they just like full send it for some reason. Card's pretty fucked up with Gearson too. I guess we can't actually block twice, huh? We only get to block once here. Pro white. What's up, Jared? How's it going? Alright. Start full sending it, huh? Alright, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're not actually dead, but they're pretty much dead. We get to kill their Mausoleum Wanderer, hit them for 8. Have double Mama, port them again. Sick. That first game was looking a little dicey. We got there, though. Got there with our fucking triple Mom effect versus the deck of, like, a bunch of pings. Feeling pretty good. I don't know. This deck is just, like, if you don't want to play, like, Modern or Legacy right now and you want to explore the format and you're a D&D player, this deck is just very fun. I enjoy this a lot. It's just, like, all the D&T, like, has-been cards and then, like, a tier below that because we're playing like some fucking real garbage like Lay Down Arms and Mana Tithe and stuff, but like it is just dual commander D&T. It's really a blast. Where's Mangara then? That's true. If only Mangara worked with Phelia. But then also White Bloom Adventure and Seasoned Dungeoneer. I do miss Mangaro. Man, if only there was like enough stuff that you could play Mangara dual commander, have Mangara as your commander. God, that would be sick, huh? You just play like all the like flicker effects, ephemerates and stuff. Change of language. Phelia should also work on Mangara. That's fair, I guess. I don't know how you would word Phelia in a way that it would possibly work that way, but Phelia should just also have an ETB, I think. It should not just trigger on attack, it should also be Restoration Angel. Then I would play a Mangara in this deck. I mean, then I would be doing a lot different. It probably would be a really fucked up Magic card. No balance. I think this deck plays too many creatures for balance, but balance is a really messed up Magic card, so maybe I'm wrong. Given an active. Oh, I see. That's smart. Yeah, it just has a 0 activated ability. Yeah, it's got boast. Phelia is very boastful. But yeah, this deck has generally has a lot of cards in hand and a lot of creatures in play. So I don't think you want balance. I have a philosophy, and that's if I can play balance, I will play balance. That's respectable. I fully understand that. I don't think balance would be that bad to put in this deck. You have a decent number of pitch cards, you have Solitude, March, Reverent Mantra, stuff like that. Discard stuff like Restoration of Viganjo, where you can cycle it away when you don't want it. And it is a powerful effect. If you're behind on board, you can obviously just 2-mana Wrath of God is really fucked up, or if you're behind on cards, 2-mana Mind Twist is really fucked up. Maybe I'm wrong. We can put balance in the deck, but I don't know. I think this deck often has a ton of cards in hand and a ton of creatures in play, and the games you're losing aren't often the ones where you would want to be casting balance. Reverend Mantra has been really, really good in my mono white decks. I mean, obviously it's really good in Light Pause because you just want 0 mana things to defend your Light Pause, but it's just been a pretty good pitch card, honestly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, balance is a very game-winning card. If you're not but that's not exactly true. If you aren't casting your balance, you're probably already ahead because there are situations where you don't want to have balance in your hand, and you would rather have something that actually tries to end the game. Like any board state where you have 3 creatures in play, or any board state where you have 6 cards in hand. You don't really want to cast your Wrath of God that mind twists yourself, right? Yeah, no, I get it, Night I'm mostly talking to the other person, Lord Dot. Land attacks? I think I would play Tithe before land attacks. I've thought about a Tithe in this deck. It's possible you want to cut a Plains, play a Tithe. Yeah, it's just when you cast balance, it's generally going to win you the game. That's just how the card works. But there are a lot of board states and matchup states where you don't want a balance in your hand or deck at all. Balance is really good when it's good. It's also very bad when it's not good. So it's going to win you a lot of games, and it's not going to obviously very blatantly lose you a lot of games because you just won't cast it if it's going to lose you the game. But it might lose you the game because it could have been a better card that would have ended up winning you a game, but you couldn't cast the balance. Tithe is a nice one. I could definitely see playing a Tithe in this deck. It's too bad you can't have Yorion in the deck. That is very true. It's kind of messed up that you're not allowed to put Yorion in this deck. Fucking hybrid color rules. Yeah, just like vintage mono white initiative is not playing balance, right? But balance is still restricted to vintage because it's a really messed up card. I've never actually played against Aragorn. Most popular deck in Duel Commander. Hey, Daladora, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. This is the most popular deck. It looks very scary. This card looks really fucking good. My hand is pretty weak. I'm not super familiar with what the effects look like. They're usually just Jeskai Tempo, right? They have a decent number of creatures, removal spells, counter spells, just kind of a mixture of stuff. And also Aragorn's just a really fucked up card when you cast it, just at any stage of the game. Am I willing to keep Clamp into Phelia, into Spellbinder, into Torch? Torch seems a little dangerous on the draw in a matchup like this. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. This hand looks a lot better. I think I'm going to bottom Soul Guide. I don't think this deck has a ton of graveyardy stuff. Torch been good. I've liked it. I think the initiative is really, really good in this format. And Torch is a blinkable initiative thing that, like, can't get hit by removal spells. Obviously, they just removal spell your Phelia or whatever. Well, that's annoying. I guess I just hold up Mana Tithe and then, like, unexpectedly absent it or some shit. I could just cast Novice Inspector into it. Like, they probably won't Lavamancer the Novice Inspector. Well, that's annoying. My opponent's kind of obliterating me in the marketplace of casting their spells. Like, I have to just, like, sorcery speed. Like, if I just unexpectedly absent this, it's just gonna come back next turn. I'm gonna be in the exact same fucking situation. Man, this shit sucks. My worst removal spell for Mother of Runes. I'm gonna cast it, and then they're just gonna untap, and they're gonna cast Mother of Runes again, and then I'm gonna die to this Grim Lavamancer, I guess? This seems just generally bad for me. Just in all ways, shapes, and forms, huh? I mean, I guess I'm gonna do this and hope to draw something to answer it. Still trades 1 for 1 at least. Yep. Why no attack? They don't have red up. There's no reason not to attack. Kind of weird. Not very good. I think I just have to Novice Inspector. Hold up Phelia slash more likely Cycle, because they'll probably hold up Grim Lavamancer. Activation. Yeah, we're kind of getting throttled here, huh? Grim Lavamancer into Mother of Runes. Really obnoxious. Don't really think we have a good way out of this, besides, like, drawing some big stuff. Which our deck doesn't have a ton of. Imagine if Laron was balanced. That's true, but imagine, like, the 47 other cases where you would want your Laron to be a Laron. Like, if you have 2 creatures in play and your opponent has any artifact. We can say imagine if the card I drew was Balance, but we can also say imagine if Balance was, you know, any card that was better in situations. Like, imagine if this was, like, Swords of Plowshares. Or another removal spell, you know. Just kind of completely worthless to say stuff like that. Yeah, not, a little slow on that one, March of Other Oily Land. I mean, notably, they can't actually activate this Grim Lavamancer yet. There might be a world where we could try to sneak in, like, if we go, like, Skrelv into Phelia, into, like, attack with Phelia, get the mom to tap, and we can march it, something like that. I could attack. My opponent just has 4 mana up. That seems pretty suspicious. I think I'm just gonna cast Skrelv and say go. Game looks so doomed. I mean, it doesn't look good, but, like, I think Doomed is pretty strong. But, like, yeah, shock creature plus Mother of Runes with no ability to interact with it does seem pretty good against the deck of a bunch of cheap creatures. I don't know what you want. Looks like we might be in a position to get. I mean, they might just have a counterspell for Phelia here, but we could, like, Phelia into March here, and definitely still be alive if they have, like, they cast something for 3 mana, or they, like, tap a little bit lower, and we have Mana Tithe to protect Phelia, etc., etc. I think this is just gonna get, like, 2 mana counterspelled, though. Something like, oh. Or not. Interesting. So now, they don't have Grim Lavamancer activation up currently. attack... I think... Do I have to target the Grim Lavamancer? Maybe I just don't care about the mom after that? I mean, don't care is a strong word. Mother Runes are really fucked up. But I think I care more about the Grim Lavamancer. Is the thing. So attack with both. Target the Mother of Runes with the Phelia. And then I think I marched the Grim Lavamancer here. Snapcaster Mage is kind of annoying. Like, it's gonna kill my Phelia, but that's just kind of the life we choose to live. Doesn't get any value, which is nice, because their mana is kind of shit here. Oh, they're gonna pro the Snapcaster Mage instead. That makes more sense. Because, like, proing the mom doesn't matter, because it's just gonna come back in on instep. It's not like we're killing it with the Mother of Runes. Oh. Nope, they don't do that. I guess that's fine. We're gonna lose the Phelia. We're gonna play March plus Guide of Souls and be kind of sad. Yeah, I just don't think we can let them untap with this Grim Lavamancer, especially with our hand. I think we're more likely to be able to beat a Mother of Runes. Even though they can only activate this Grim Lavamancer once. Once is still pretty bad. March this, play Guide, hold up Mana Tithe still. This extremely castable Mana Tithe. That's just been super castable every turn of this game. Why does fixing your audio require so many goddamn channel points? It was a joke because one of my buddies, Min, he's a big, like, audiophile who never said that my, like, mic setup was ever good enough. It was always, like, something was wrong to his ears in some insane fashion. So I made that as a joke. How close am I to picking up Glarb? Unfortunately, not very, because Glarb really feels like it would lean heavily into, like, cantrips and stuff. Set up the top of your deck. Like, you know, Brainstorm, Ponders, and stuff like that would be really good in Glarb, and that's just kind of the magic that I hate a lot. Alright, no mana for Aragorn is really good for me. I think this attack is pretty safe. Maybe safe is strong, because they could easily just have any flash creature, but it's, like, kind of dangerous for them to just tap the Mother of Runes willy-nilly. And this is only 2 damage. Wow, they just snap call? That's, like, kind of nuts. They just snap call, I have no interaction for that thing? Sure. Can I add the Aragorn matchup to your Phelia Duel Commander sideboard guide? Yes, you're free to add any matchup you want to my Duel Commander sideboard guides. I will tell you if I would board in a different legend. They have Aragorn mana now, but now I have a bunch of creatures in play. If I had removal, I would have died last turn. Yeah, it's just like, the 1 damage is like, the opportunity cost seems so low. Or high? I don't know. You know what I mean. It's just Aragorn. What the fuck is the... And it costs 5 mana. I'm just gonna counter it. I don't want to read what that card does. Get that shit out of here. Never gonna read that card in a million years. It costs 5 mana, it's in my opponent's deck, it's probably worth countering. Get that fucking shit out of here. We are floating out pretty bad here, huh? least we have a Novice Inspector here. It's one of the blue initiative cards. I don't know what the special text is. Well, we'll never know, Chad. There's no way we can possibly find out. I'm just gonna cast this Laurent, just have more shit on board. Flying Phelia next turn is definitely a thing. So this fucking shit stops happening to me. Do I crack sorcery speed? Or, like, not sorcery speed. Do I crack on my end step? Yeah, probably. They're not like a Thoughtseize deck. There's no reason not to. There might be like a fucking Hold Reacher in their deck for all I know. Is that card banned? I don't think so. Pretty sure it's not. Just draw a card. I could draw like... I guess I can't draw a removal spell for it, but... You know. Alright, time to read what this card does, huh? It might be coming up soon. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying. Because if you are the Monarch, it just means you get to go like full offense, and if you aren't the Monarch, you get to take the Monarchy, basically. Oh no, up to one target creature can't block this turn. Okay, so it's not like make one creature unblockable. So if you take the Monarchy from Aragorn, it's... They can get it back, but it's not like... Did I realize you can sideboard into banned commanders if they're in deck? That's a bug. You're not allowed to do that in real Magic, in real Duel Commander, but that is a known exploit. Let's attack with Phelia, I guess, and jump it. I don't like the fact that they cast nothing here, but I guess casting Aragorn is probably a losing battle. Just a matter if I wanna. I think I do want to jump it. It's kind of bad into removal. I guess if they remove it, if they can't have removal, they will cast it before I get to attack and draw cards. They probably don't have removal, right? I guess there's no reason to ever attack with both, because I'm just gonna do that. Like, the card is so much more important than the 3 energy here. So, like, making me use the 3 energy seems ill-advised. I guess they decided differently. Fair enough. Wandering Emperor, sure. That one literally has to let me attack, so that one's fair. Luckily, we can still just recast Phelia. Not really playing around any counter magic here, so don't think there's a reason to cast Phelia Sorcery Speed. I guess I could cast it on their upkeep, play around some sort of counter magic. Because I'm gonna cast it, so I'm gonna run it into removal. So I think I probably will cast it upkeep. Unless they like fetch a Surveil land, then I might cast it end step. Yeah. It's kind of bad into a sweeper, but I don't know if this deck plays sweepers. Probably like some, right? Fury, whatever. I'm pretty confident this deck plays some amount of counter magic as well. Well, I can just F6. I'm never fucking tapping this Laurent, that's for sure. They have one card in hand. What is it? There's Aragorn, sure. This thing's a 4/4. Thing's a 5/5. Kind of huge. Let's hope they don't draw a removal spell here. I can figure out what the fuck I want to do. Aragorn's a pretty fucked up magic card, yeah. Alright, let's start off drawing a card. Oh. That's a pretty good one, if I do say so myself. That was the last card in their hand. Oh no, well, maybe they drew it. Alright, how the fuck do I want to play this turn? This turn's a little wonky, huh? Because I want to kill this Wandering Emperor and I want to take the monarchy from them for a turn. I think I just have to proactively use the mom. I can jump Phelia at face and pro-white the Laurent, send it at the Wandering Emperor, I think, is the play. Maybe I do the opposite way. Jump the Laurent. It has Vigilance, so it's a little bit better jumped. And also, like, I'd rather have my Phelia in play if they have removal. Attack Wandering Emperor. Attack face. Send both. Jump this. Pro-white this. Blink the Novice Inspector. Blink Emblem, kill Emperor, problem solved. True. Just blink the monarchy. Nice to draw like a removal spell. Oh, that's actually a pretty nice one, honestly. Just need Naturalize 2. If only we didn't get Disenchant 2. Naturalize 2 is unfortunately not in the color pie. Chain Lightning. Fair enough. Do I just chump block with the Katama Priest? What happens here? I think I want to chump block with the Guide of Souls. Maybe not. Guide of Souls? Is Guide of Souls more important than Priest? One card in hand. I think Priest isn't as important as Guide of Souls, honestly. It doesn't have Trample, right? Vigilance, Lifelink. Okay, they decide to just get Monarchy back by force, which is fine. Because now the Mother of Runes is also down for my Phelia Katama Priest combo, potentially. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, we have Mom up now. We have this Dust Bowl. It's probably not bad, given my number of lands in play. I think I just... Do I kill the Aragorn? Cost 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana? If I kill the Aragorn here, I guess I just kill the Mom, right? I only have 2 energy, though. It's kind of annoying. Because I have to suicide into the Aragorn unless I kill it. Maybe I just kill it. Let them cast it again. It's just kind of fine. We start Dust Bowling them. Try to take out their red sources. Thank you.
Oh, careful. It's
Oh god, oh god, oh god, that is very filled. Oh no. I'm in the middle of a life or death game.
So you need some gator wine.
Attack, 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 attack. Maybe I don't send the priest, and since in case like some flash creature goes catastrophically wrong, they have flash creature plus removal spell. Some crazy shit like that. I'll make sure that the Aragorn gets killed forever. If they... Oh no, they have to put it in the command zone, actually. Otherwise, the container base just exile it forever. Not that it matters, because they'll just recast it anyway. Oh, they just concede. Well, I'll take that. Kind of makes sense. They're like tapping out all the way to cast Aragorn again, and then I Dust Bowl them, and I take the Monarchy again, and they're just like pretty dead after that.
Did you win?
I did win. Should we read this card? Nah, let's just leave it. Let's leave it to the whimsy of the fates. Never fucking reading Feywild Caretaker. Are we drinking?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Cheers.
This is terrible.
Is it? I thought it was fine.
This is dreadful. This just tastes like wine.
Oh, does it? I thought it tasted more like Gatorade.
This tastes like wine. This tastes like my fucking first communion.
Should I add more Gatorade to yours? I don't know. I would give this a 6 out of 10.
This is dreadful. This is terrible. Completely undrinkable.
I don't know.
Not good. Keep the... it's ugly. It's, like, fine. I kind of don't like Path to Exile in Duel Commander very much. It feels like every time... If you ever Path to Exile your opponent's commander, and they just have another land drop in, they just recast it, and you just ramped them.
Protect these from the cats.
Okay. Oh, that's a pretty good card to draw. Go, Skrelv. Die for your cause. Maybe they just have Surveil Land, I don't know. There's no guarantee that you're dead. But then you Dust Bowl them. Yes, the classic combo of Path to Exile and Dust Bowl. Hey, they didn't have a 1-drop removal spell for Skrelv. Nice. Good job, buddy. Staying alive. You're gonna spill. Alright. Feels like they probably have some sort of bullshit over there. But I will probably just end up casting Phelia into it anyway, but... Luckily, they have to, like, hold it up for a turn and then also hold it up for next turn because of Phelia's flash. I could also just not cast Phelia. We don't really have a 3 lined up, so it depends on what they do here, but there's a chance we just say go. because we can't cast a 3-drop right now. I mean, I guess if they're gonna cast Whitebloom Adventure, I'm gonna cast my Phelia and then just like fucking kill them. Maybe they have like Force up, something like that. This seems like an adequate time to Path to Exile, I guess. I don't really want to oust or unexpectedly absent a Whitebloom Adventurer. I guess I could unexpectedly absent right now when they like shuffle away, but then I can't Phelia.
What did you just said? That it was undrinkable?
Yes. Blink it out of the way with Phelia. That is a good idea. That's what we should do to their Whitebloom Adventurer. They have like Force or Daze or something? They do, okay. Fair enough. I mean, we still have Skrelv to connect. Would really like to draw a land instead of any of this shit. It's kind of awful that my hand is like just all this dog shit. I guess we could draw a land by attacking him with Skrelv. That's nice. I should have not played my land. Go get him, buddy. I think I want to hold up Unexpectedly Absent here rather than Soul Guide Lantern. I'd rather Unexpectedly Absent literally any creature they put into play. So I can untap and like cast a 4-drop. Just cast Aragorn. What could go wrong? I only have 1 creature. I couldn't possibly have a removal spell. Or 2. What? I really didn't think I would get this far, if I'm being honest. Oops. Yeah, definitely took an extra damage here for no reason. You can have that one back. I think I'm gonna Lost Well. I don't think forging is in the plans here. I don't just want mana. I want more removal spells to kill Aragorn over and over and over again. I don't really want Razorgrash Ambush. Do I want Plains? I don't think so. This is a Phyrexian Might. Not a party creature. Kind of surprised they put Aragorn back in the command zone instead of like leaving on top of the deck. I will also take the Monarchy. Free Monarchy and Initiative. Yeah, opponent's just gifted me all the fun emblems, huh? Stash. Get a nice treasure token. It's possible I wanted to just cast like Phelia or Wandering Emperor that turn. Hold back Seasoned Dungeoneer as like a oh shit button in case my opponent does like something really fucked up that I can't think of. They're just dead. If they just like cast Balance into like Haste Creature or something and I lost control of Monarchy and Initiative and just died. Whereas if I like had Seasoned Dungeoneer in my hand, I could at least take back the Initiative. Man, imagine if any of the cards in my hand were like Balance instead of being like actual reasonable cards. I guess we could have... No, we could have never balanced because we always had the Skrelv in play. We could have never actually killed a thing with Balance.
Is Toast there?
Is Toast in chat? No. He
Okay,
hasn't said anything
'cause
at least.
he was saying yay inflict suffering on JR, so I wasn't sure if he
No, he just in
actually.
general wants suffering.
Okay, so he didn't actually say it. Would you say it's completely undrinkable?
I mean, it's as undrinkable as wine is.
Take another sip. I added more Gatorade. Does Chad even know what this is about?
That's better.
So just so add more Gatorade as you go.
But the problem is that wine, I already don't want to drink the wine, and if you just add Gatorade, it's just drinking Gatorade. I don't like wine. I don't like any alcohol really.
Alright, anyway, I'm not insane. I didn't do this out of nowhere.
What, Gator wine? No, my wife is just insane and has invented a mixed
didn't.
drink called Gator wine where you mix blue Gatorade and red wine. A thing that no one has ever done on the planet before. She did it all by herself. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, chat. We'll do a giveaway after maybe one more round. Phelia's kicking ass, huh? 2040. You can defend yourself. The mic's still on. You can yell about how Gator wine's a real thing that people have made or whatever.
It's a real thing that people do. We had Gatorade, so I just wanted to try it, okay? Don't judge me. Also, it tastes fine. Anyway, I got a report back to Nerdbirds. How would you describe it?
It tastes like wine. And if you
Okay.
pour in more Gatorade, it just tastes like Gatorade with wine undertones. Not as bad as Gonster? Monster plus...
Guinness. You've seen that picture, right?
Ugh.
It's Guinness with the bright green. Somebody did like a gradient. I'm sure Pissman shared this.
Probably. Gonster sounds vile.
At first, I thought Gatorade and Monster. That just makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds like...
A normal thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's Guinness. I'm pretty sure that's Guinness.
Ugh. It's possible I want to be playing fetch lands in this deck with Sand Scout plus Canoptic Scarab Swarm, but I also, in the process of adding like 10 cards, I also cut the Samwise and the Sarah Paragon, which were like the previous reasons that you would want to play fetch lands. So I'm not sure if like, you know, 4 fetch lands with no land synergy. Like we could play the Idyllic Range, but Idyllic Range also sucks ass. So, like, I don't know if playing 4 fetch lands is worth it for the utility of, like, making 2 other cards in your deck slightly better. No Sun Titan. Sun Titan's a lot of mana. You have, like, good Sun Titan instead. Restoration of Aganjo and, where's the other one? Extraction Specialist. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, we don't get, now we're playing Insane. Buddy of mine. Also been enjoying Duel Commander lately on Voja. Oh dear. Sounds pretty scary. Sin seems pretty good, though. And we're on the play. We got, like, March for Mana Dorks. A little awkward that we can't, like, March a Mana Dork into cast Stoneforge, because March is a 2-mana kill spell most of the time. I'll warn you, I'm in a meeting, so I'm only half paying attention. I almost F6 through my first turn after saying that I was going to roast him. So Traneth is nice that we can line it up like the turn before he gets to 5. Ward 3, huh? That's kind of a big ward number, huh? Not very good for trying to march it. I think I'm going to spend my turn marching Elvish Mist. I'm not sure. It's a toughie. Let's see what we draw, huh? I don't want to pitch either of these cards. If I had like one more white card that was bad, I might pitch that instead. What happens if my opponent just casts another Mana Dork next turn? 2 mana, 3 mana. We just Stoneforge for GTA or something? Could Stoneforge for GTA now? Problem is that all of my spells are 2, so we just still can't double spell the following turn. We could potentially get rid of Draneth. Although that's off the table now. We should have done that last turn if I wanted to do it. I'm just gonna march this. That's probably fine. I could also just like Stoneforge Skull Clamp or something. But we don't have any one-toughness creatures currently. Ooh, let's go get GTA, huh? 1, 2, 3 mana? I mean, I'll cast my Soul Guide Lantern. Just so I can cycle it later. Umezawa's Jite, Soul Guide. I want Toxic Deluge right now. I mean, we got the next best thing. Obviously, if he holds up removal spell, we may not just play Equip Smash. We may go for a slightly more conservative line. This has to attack to put counters on all your stuff. Okay. So you have like a turn. It's not just like cast and then make your board gigantic. This is just green mana, so he's just kind of fucked. He's just hoping that I don't have a 4th land. Or has like Solitude or something in hand. Some sort of Hexproof Mana Dork. Yeah, I'll let him have that one. I think it's acceptable. I'm gonna kill all your other shit. Die. Die. I think the Hexproof Mana Dork can stick around. I think it'll be fine. White. Ooh, White Plume. It's kind of an annoying one, huh? Finds Mountain. Gets you a little closer to Voja. Definitely still in this game for just getting fucking, like, annihilated beyond space and time there. We have 5 mana here. We're just gonna Guide of Souls, Draneth, Phelia, which unfortunately does not get us 3 energy to jump the Stoneforge, but we can just attack with Stoneforge here. They will probably just block with Sylvan, but if they block with White Plume, we can just trade. Interesting choice. Like Ephemerate up or something? No 2/5 Sylvan 2/5 Sylvan Carrier would be like a little annoying on this board. There's the mountain. Like kill spell. Gyre Sage, fun. A lot of mana dorks in this deck. Makes sense. You want like a critical mass of elves to just like massively buff your dudes. Sure. Go get him, Phelia. If we draw a creature here, it would be nice. Jump. Mana Tithe is also nice, because we can protect from a 1-mana removal spell. What do I want to do here, though? I don't have any good Phelia targets. I'll probably just end up flickering the Dranith. I could activate Castle to jump Phelia to take initiative, but that seems pretty loose, because then I can't equip GTA. Equipping GTA seems much better here. We could cycle Soul Guide first. Make a dude then fly. Yeah, make a dude then fly Phelia is a little bad because we really want to equip GTA to clean up the board more than I want to like connect. I think I'm fine cycling. Draw like a 1-drop creature or something. Not a bad one. It's a little awkward that we can't hold up Mana Tithe, but I think equip attack, incentivize my opponent to block again, kill the other thing, and then just cast White Plume is probably a pretty good turn. Do they just double block if I attack like this? I think it's kind of... I don't care that much. I guess maybe I could have just double flickered White Plume, but... my decisions don't really matter. I could have played White Plume pre-combat and jumped the Phelia. I could have done a lot of things. I think the double block makes no blocks. Okay, sure. A little surprised by that. Okay, just concede. Fair enough. I mean, if they can't cast Voja, the rest of their hand might just be like blanks. If they just have a bunch of mana dorks. Versus a ramp deck, we definitely just want Phelia over Thalia or Beza. Ooh, we get to steal the play here. That's pretty nice. Probably pitch this Esper Sentinel. And we go like turn 1 Phelia, turn 2 Priest or Skyclave. Just fuck them up. I think it seems cracked. Gemstone Caverns have been really good. Obviously, like very good monocolor utility land in a format like this. It'd be really nice if we had like a instant speed removal spell for the turn 1 dork or something. That's kind of fucking terrifying, huh? If they just like slam turn 2 Voja or some bullshit. Am I supposed to unexpectedly absent this Orcish Lumberjack in their draw step? Maybe I am. Yeah, I'm kind of actually terrified of getting turn 2 Voja'd. If I redeem timeout, will I take a swig of Gator Wine? I mean, you don't need to redeem timeout to do that. Ooh, 1 lander, huh? Now we just absolutely fuck them up. They do not have a forest, correct. I mean... One lander forest. I think they mulled to 6. Yeah, it was a mull to 6, so like... Oh wait, it sounds like it's looking like you might have clicked through his turn. The line says forest. It should count. You should be able to sack Karplus and forest to Orcish Lumberjacks. Oh no, I typed ROP right as Toast came into chat. It's over. Definitely want the boots in this deck, like Lava Spur boots. I've thought about it as like it's like nice with Saga, right? And giving haste to your Phelia is really cool. It's definitely I have like a list on my phone of like 10 or 15 like potential adds to Phelia. Lava Spur boots is definitely on there. It's so hard to make decisions like customizing your dual commander decks. I think the most cuttable cards in this deck right now are probably like this. Beza might just be bad. Like maybe we don't need that extra oomph versus like the super aggro decks like Felden. This is like maybe bad. It doesn't really feel like a very artifact enchantment heavy format. So like Laurent has felt kind of weak sometimes. You could definitely cut this. Probably that. You could maybe cut. I've kind of liked Soul Guide. It's got like pretty low opportunity cost to playing it. It's been really good. Like obviously it's really good when it's good. We played against a Flage deck on stream one of the times. You're gonna jump up on the desk and it's gonna be annoying for everyone involved, Kat. I see you. I see you plotting.
She wants the gator.
You want some gator wine? You want some gator wine, kitty?
No.
No, she doesn't want it. It's just people slamming initiative card. I mean, yeah. What about Emil? Oh god, we're just starting. Is it the part of the stream where we just name like random cards that like, yeah, maybe we could play this, but like we could also play 20 other cards? I don't know what Emil is. Oh god, this thing costs 4 mana and is also not legal in my deck. Sun Titan, yeah, we're really naming some heaters now. But I think these cards are all pretty cuttable. Maybe even you could put Beza in there. You could maybe even put Laurent in there. Like, because you also have Witch Enchanter for the disenchant effect if you really need it off of something like Recruiter of the Guard. Every Elish Norn. All the Elish Norns are certainly legal. The 5 mana one's probably really good when you're going off with Phelia. Savines? Oh, we don't play a Savines, huh? Sevens Reclamation? That card's like not actually a bad suggestion. Do I have that one on my list? That's just like a really good card. I don't think I have that one on my list. Let's write it down. Sevens. Brick. I got so many cards on this list, chat. But it's just like, it's so unhelpful to just be like, we should play this card because we should play like 20 other cards that are all also legal. Like, why aren't I playing? Let's spin the wheel. Why didn't I add a Charming Prince to this deck? Why aren't I playing a Court of Ardenvale or Court of Grace or Guardian of Faith or Guardian of Ghirapur or White Orchid Phantom or Militia Bugler or Tax Collector or Thought-Knot Seer or Wall of Omens or Flare of Fortitude or Journey into Nowhere or Sevens Rack? It's just like, because I only have 99 slots in this deck, and I think that a lot of these cards are very, very good, these cards you could definitely swap for whatever fucking card you want. We can put Balance in this deck. Anyway. Let's do one more before the giveaway. What do you think? Giveaway now? Giveaway? I already went on my rant. So I want to remind me to do the Playpoint giveaway afterwards. Also, again, as a reminder, I mentioned it up at the top of the stream, but I'll be streaming 6:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Central, playing a 3v3 against Jarvis. We will both be streaming, and we'll be in voice chat together, playing some Duel Commander. I will be bringing Phelia. Playing it. Ooh, Tamio. This deck has been a thorn in my side. This hand is very good, though. Not that this matchup is like horrendous or like this deck is too broken. I just like it's just so boring to play against these Tamio decks. I'm just like, oh, 40 counter spells Tamio. Hoping that goes the distance. I mean, this hand is about as good as I can ask for, though. With turn 1 Ocelot Pride as a threat, and we have Portable Hold to answer turn 1 Tamio. We have Reverent Mantra. Reverent Mantra, I guess, not that good in this matchup. Not a lot you need to protect your stuff from once it's in play. Botanical Sanctum, cast your stupid thing. And then I Portable Hold the Tamio. And then I cast this Benevolent. Alright, so this is about as good as I can ask for. I think we're very ahead now. And then I will probably just never cast Phelia until they like try to tap out to cast Tamio, because this Ocelot Pride's just gonna hopefully take over the game by itself. But I just get to like hold up the threat of Phelia every turn. And if they ever, you know, tap out for Tamio or whatever, I can cast the Phelia. Phelia flickers the Portable Hole, kills the Tamio again. If we find land 4, we could also just like end step Phelia, untap Parallax Wave, you know, double threat to kill the Tamio. We drew Guide of Souls, so we have the modern combo. We got the full fucking Guide of Souls Ocelot Pride going on. The modern combo of having the modern combo of having Guide of Souls plus Ocelot Pride. If they counter this, I just slam Phelia. Fun. Cast Tamio. Do it. Do it, coward. You won't. You got it. I mean, we're just gonna go beat down, so I'm just gonna barring me top decking something, we're just gonna animate Mishra's Factory and go to town. I honestly kind of just want to animate Mishra's Factory and go to town here anyway. Like, be ecstatic if they just cast Tamio. I don't want to like play into something. They would be surprised to see a sweeper or something, but you never know. I think I'm fine just firing up the old factory and punching them for a lot. Yeah, might as well flicker the Portable Hole, eat the Shadow Spear, and also grow Phelia. I guess... No, I should have cast the Dranith Magistrate. Oh. Do I even care? I kind of... We have Reverent Mantra to protect as well as Benevolent Bodyguard, so maybe we just protect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I'll just protect it. Oh, I should have cast the Dranith Magistrate. I didn't finish that thought, sorry. Because if they have like Tamio plus Brainstorm, that actually blunts a lot of my offensive capability. Flip Tamio very good against Ocelot Pride. So playing Drayeth Magistrate would just shut off the ability for that. But also we have Phelia plus Portable Hold to answer the Tamio. Okay, they're just dead. But yeah, casting the Drayeth Magistrate was definitely better than just animating the factory that turn. I have found that I like Phelia more than Thalia in this matchup. The ability to cast just it having flash is very useful for trying to weave your way through counter spells in the early turns, and also Phelia is good at answering Tamio. Well, it's not a very effective answer because it just flips it back to the front side, and they get more clues or whatever. But sometimes you are behind, especially on the draw, enough that the Tamio is threatening ult, and Phelia is much better at dealing with that than Thalia is. I may be wrong in that regard. The deck obviously is a bunch of non-creature spells, and Thalia would be very good. But I have found that Phelia is the more capable commander in this matchup. And I usually only want Thalia versus just the really combo-y heavy decks. Like we played against a Ralzeric deck. We get to steal the play, which is fun. And pitch this Canoptic Scarab Swarm and cast Phelia. Yeah, we'll keep this. Awkward that we don't have a removal spell for Tamio, but we do have turn 1 Phelia to cast after they cast turn 1 Tamio, and Phelia can at least attack and flicker away clues or flicker away the flipped Tamio. Or just flicker our own stuff if they just attack, play land, go. We can run out multiple cards that are good with our Phelia that's in play. I'll probably play Staff into go to combat. It's not bad, but I definitely don't want to play a 3-drop into my opponent's counter spells. When I could just cast 2. I could double spell instead. What's likely going to happen is my 2's going to get countered, and then I'm going to want... and then I'm just going to play 3 of Inspector, and then probably flicker their clue, honestly, more than getting one of my own clues. But on the off chance this doesn't get countered, play Staff. See what they want to do about it. Yikes. That's the worst fucking possible, huh? Snap into counterspell? That's so brutal. Or just snap into I don't care about your thing, I guess. This only triggers on creature tokens? Yeah. Does not combo with my 3-up Inspector. Unlucky. Kind of want to draw a card more than I want to cast it to make sure I have 4 mana next turn. More than I want to cast this thing. I guess I'm just always supposed to draw, huh? I'm never not drawing here, huh? I could have drawn Solitude and Solitude the Tamio when they were tapped out or something. Next turn we have probably Phelia plus Mom. If we draw a land, we might Stoneforge plus Phelia. They can flip Tamio here if they want. Assuming they have another land, which is probably pretty likely. But then they're tapped out, and we can just cast Council's Judgment. What is more likely is that they're just gonna ponder, attack with Tamio, play lands to go. And then we get to do some dumb bullshit with trying to dance around a bunch of counterspells and interacting with his Tamio. Probably just Mom, End Step Phelia, untap to Council's Judgment or something like that. 4th land is nice. Could also tech edge them if they hit another land drop. Let's Stoneforge. Stoneforge, I think, just gets Clamp. Try to just outgrind them that way. None of those other stuff is super exciting. Like, Trailblazer's Torch is maybe okay. This Tameo doesn't actually deal me damage. But I think Clamp with this hand is... maybe it's not that good. Maybe I do want Torch. Not like they're very able to take a Stoneforge Mystic off the battlefield. Let's get Torch. We have the threat of Phelia, and then if they answer the Phelia, or if they tap low here, if they're thinking about cracking the clue, I'll cast Phelia in response for sure. Come on. Yeah. This is the tension that I like with Phelia. That they have to, like, figure out how to hold up mana. Ooh, we can tech edge that. I could tech edge that right now if I wanted. But I probably don't. I'd rather cast Phelia untap. So now we'll get our Phelia counterspelled. Surprise of no one. Problem is that their Council's Judgment is also likely to get counterspelled here. We have 3 mana afterwards. We could just Torch Mom Sash. I want to tech edge this. So actually we are going to Mom, tech edge, hold up Torch. Because we don't actually need to put in Torch until end step in case something like really weird happens. Because we have the land drop already. Get that shit out of here. If they crack, am I supposed to torch here? If they have spear, equip, attack, that's not even that bad for me. They like tap out super low. I could play around like Stifle by putting the torch in right now. Yeah, let's put it in right now. What's up, Poogaloo? How's it going? Oh, shoot. Phelia flickering to move the energy seems really good. Yes, that's one of the reasons I really like Torch. This format is like feels very much about these like hard to interact with huge value generators like the Initiative and like Monarchy. Ice Fang's a little scary, but we do have a flyer. And a Mother of Runes. Gonna bounce my mom or my spirit. Oh, just gonna flip the Tameo. Sure. We can also put in Lion Sash to potentially counter a Tameo minus, which is fun. Let's buff the spirit token, I guess. I definitely want to kill them. Do I just want to Council's Judgment this Tamio right now, though? Kind of do, because I don't really want to deal with this later, and they're tapped out right now with 7 cards in hand. Goodbye, Tamio. Do I play... Do I put in Sash? I think I do. Pyramid Inspector's not gonna do anything right now. I'll put in Sash and have a big beater, potentially. Content to just kind of sit back here. Cameo costs 3 now. But yeah, Trailblazer Torch, like, with Stoneforge Mystic, in addition to playing White Plume, Seasoned Dungeoneer. I think a lot of the best decks in the format are playing, like, White Plume, Seasoned Dungeoneer, and, like, the Monarchy, you know, the most played deck in the format is the Aragorn deck. Format definitely feels pretty centered around these sorts of cards. Emblems, whatever. I will block. I will block and I will not activate my Mother of Fruits. Is Aragorn really the most played deck already? Well, it's the most played deck from, like, a bunch of paper events. We don't have Moto info yet. The 5-0 deck lists are not out. I would not be surprised to see the meta start shifting. A little bit, at least. Alright, I really just don't want to cast spells to my opponent having 7 cards and 5 mana, so... I simply won't. I will hold up my 6 mana. I'll probably cast Thraben Inspector. I will offer a trade here. I will not activate my Lion Sash because I'm going to leave up the threat of Phelia cast. Beza draws me a card if it resolves ever, but like likely will not. Brainstorm, sure. So, presuming that they are just going to hold up a bunch of mana again, I'm probably just going to eat a bunch of things with Lion Sash and crack a clue token and just continue to not cast Phelia. As I slowly work my way through the Undercity. Crack the clue. Tidebinder, just flashing in a 3-2. Interesting. Kind of scary. Very intimidating thing to do in the face of my, like, several activated abilities. They have some sort of plan here. I'm pretty scared. Oh god, what is this gonna get? What on earth is about to happen to me? What is this worldly tutor doing? Painter's... Oh no, we're just gonna get, like, grindstoned? We're just dead? I have no defense. I mean, I could try to fucking clue token into something. Just gonna get Grindstone comboed out of nowhere? 6 mana, Painter, Grindstone, kill you? That would suck. Well... Can't imagine a lot of other reasons to cast Worldly Tutor here. If you got me, you got me. Feels like I should be dead. Yeah, I mean... I guess we're not. I'm kind of terrified now. I kind of want to cast Phelia. But it's just gonna get counterspelled. It's better for me if I crack the clue and, like, activate Lion Sash a bunch, I think. We get to draw 2 cards with the Torch. Oh, right, it's the weird bug. I was like, why am I in the middle? But it's because Painter Servant shifts all the text on this card. The Undercity is red, yes. Thank you, Painter's Servant. I think that's legally not how that works. Am I supposed to, like, play around fucking Snapcaster Mage and not activate my last one? Probably not. I just need to kill them. They're 10 life. Red Torch does look sick. Is it definitely a banger as a red card, huh? Alright, let's draw some more cards. Alright. Not bad ones. We have 7 mana here. I'm terrified, and I really need to kill them fast. I don't really have a good way of killing them very fast. This is how much to equip? 1? Not bad, if I want to, like, protect the Sash. Prevents me from casting Phelia plus Recruiter in the same turn, but we'd rather Recruiter Skyclave this turn anyway, and then probably get it countered. We might Recruiter Skyclave, or Recruiter Solitude, maybe? Recruiter Solitude plus Phelia might be the play. I think we just send Sash. Do I activate here? No, I think this is just fine. We can start sending with the Spirit Token now. Could Razor Grass ambush it. No, I don't think so. I think this is fine. Maybe I should have a Torch that turn. Memory Lapse, sure. I don't think 2 is a very good number to cast Phelia into right now anyway. They crack the clue, which they don't. I'll cast this once, right? Yes. I'm starting to think I should have cast Phelia last turn instead of activating. Oh, fuck, yep. We're dead. Transmute into Grindstone. And kill you. Yeah, because if I had, like, cast Phelia, we could try to cast a removal spell afterwards. Probably wouldn't have worked. My opponent had 4 mana up. Maybe they only had the 1 counter spell though. Maybe they only had the memory lapse. Dang, they got me. Wasn't even expecting to see Grindstone combo in here, huh? We have literal nothing we can do. Fair enough. They got me good. I was feeling pretty confident until they cast that fucking Worldly Tutor. Just instantly pouring sweat. Alright, well now we're on the play though.
Win?
No. Lost that game, but we're going to game 3. Good hand. We have March for turn 1 Tameo. If they don't turn 1 Tameo, then we just get to... This is another spot where, like, I want to just sneak the Phelia in right now. I kind of just want to play Urza Saga March this now, actually. It's kind of sick. Now we just get pressure going. We can go get something with this Urza Saga. I don't know what. Ledger Shredder. It's kind of obnoxious, honestly. But now I think I will sneak. Oh, so many decisions. Now I, like, deeply, deeply regret casting this Urza Saga, huh? I kind of want to just Draenith Magistrate this Tameo away for the rest of the game, basically. Because I have Mom plus Draenith Magistrate, which is really hard for them to deal with. I think I'm into that. Next turn, I think I will probably make a construct and tutor for Aether Vial, maybe? Maybe tutor for Skull Clamp? Skull Clamp, Aether Vial, or Soul Guide are our only real options. So probably Aether Vial. It'll come up eventually. Skull Clamp might be fine, though. This deck's not actually the best Skull Clamp deck. Skull Clamp's kind of nicer versus the decks that are actually trying to kill your creatures as insurance, rather than just like putting it on all your X1s and drawing a billion cards. Yeah, suddenly, as soon as I take this route, my opponent has converted into like a pure aggro beatdown deck somehow. Very baffling turn of events. I mean, I have this Parallax Wave. I might just have to slam Parallax Wave this turn, huh? Just the worst Urza Saga play in history. I was kind of expecting my opponent to, you know, not cast any creatures after the other games where they didn't cast any creatures besides an Ice Fang Quaddle. And suddenly they just have their creature draw, which is not very good for me. I think I want Aether Vial. Maybe not. We have plenty of lands. Aether Vial isn't good with Phelia for obvious reasons. Skull Clamp is... We could clamp the Mom if we really need to. We have Castle Ardenvale. Never mind. We're getting Skull Clamp. We need to go crazy. But for now, let's Parallax Wave. Unfortunate that I couldn't, like, Parallax Wave plus touch the Spirit Realm, because this thing does not target enchantments. This is on damage. Go away. Where were all these creatures in the previous 2 games we've played, opponent? What the hell is happening? We didn't see a single fucking creature, and then suddenly they're just like the most fucking aggro beatdown draw I've ever seen in my life. I think I want to touch the Spirit Almost thing permanently. These are all turns where I want to resolve Phelia. Transformative sideboard. Maybe I resolve Phelia here and we could, like, Phelia the Parallax Wave. It's kind of awkward, though, because it gives them all the creatures back and then they can just block and kill my thing. Also, Parallax Waving this Nadu repeatedly seems not appealing to me. Yeah, 99 card decks are definitely wild. Sometimes they just never draw this stuff. Thought my hand lined up so well against my opponents, and then suddenly just didn't at all. I think I'm still fine here if I set up just like Castle Ardenvale Skull Clamp, honestly. Brazen Bar was kind of terrifying. Means they can get back one of their things at any time. Good thing to know about, at least. I'm not going to clamp this, but I might as well clamp this, right? Oh, I missed a damage. Whoops. We'll see if that mattered. Because they could borrow the Parallax Wave or the Touch. Parallax Wave, they probably don't want to borrow. Touch, maybe they do. Does Fading... I always forget... Okay, this one has reminder text. Okay, so this will stay in play. Fading versus Vanishing. Fading will stay in play at 0. Vanishing will die once it hits 0. Really very intuitive design to to print two different keywords that do almost the exact same thing. Good old-fashioned fucking whenever this card was printed a million years ago magic. So we don't want to attack because they can just bounce and block. Kind of just want to activate Castle Ardenvale this turn if they don't do anything too threatening. So I can start Skull Clamping. Try to leverage that. Alright, this is fine. They're just gonna try to, like, aggro me down. It might work. They're gonna get back, like, a shit zillion flyers in a few turns. That's why we want to start drawing cards, I think. Draw Katama Priest would be real nice. Anthonize ain't bad. Kills the Nadu again. Am I allowed to attack? I'm so scared of just another random bullshit flash creature just annihilating me out of nowhere. But I do want to pressure them. Those are some good ones. Looks like an Aganjo to clear the Nadu uncounterably, and then I have Anthonice to take care of the Malcolm the following turn. Miss a turn of Skull Clamping, but that's mostly fine. I actually cast Phelia plus Aganjo, so that's fine. I can at least burn through, one counter spell. Or just cast Phelia right now. Or not. If I win the giveaway, can you just double it and give it to the next person? I mean, I could just give it to the next person. I wouldn't double it. so let's cast Phelia first. Oh, they tried to cast the Borrower but couldn't because of the Drannith Magistrate. I didn't even think about that. Alright, so let's just get this thing countered. But I'd rather cast it now to play around like mana leaks and complicates and whatever attacks and counter spells. Cast it now, force them to cast a better counter spell like that. Maybe that's not quite better, but you know, same difference. Flip Murktide Regent? Unreal. Where are all these creatures coming from? Now they're just gonna like cast a 6/6 Murktide or not? Sure. I'll take a turn of reprieve from getting Murktided. You get your things back. I get an Elite Spellbinder, an Onthanize, and a Touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could activate Equip and try to hit a land drop to Onthanize, but I kind of want to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could just touch the Spirit Realm, the Malcolm. It's awkward because I actually can't double spell into the Ledger. I don't want to double spell into the Ledger Shredder. But I think I'd rather take care of the Malcolm than the Ledger Shredder here. I need to be cognizant of my time a little bit, huh? That means I just on Thin Ice then. Because on Thin Ice plus activate Castle Ardenvale. This isn't CDH Dukes. Get out of here. This is Duel Commander. I wouldn't lower myself to that extent. Problem is, I guess, if they just Murktide me with Counterspell backup, Delver style, huh? I mean, we have Castle Ardenvale plus Skull Clamp. We can draw into a multitude of removal spells, hopefully. Or they just continue to not cast this Murktide Regent, thank God. I'm just scared of attacking with the Drannith Magistrate into like some random flash shitter, so I think I'm just gonna deal 1. Hey, kitty, don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Let's start by drawing a card. Drawing 2 cards even. None of these are lands, deck. I kind of wanted lands a little bit. I could Astrolabe, try to find a land drop. Then I would have 4 mana to recast the Phelia. Or to cast Unexpectedly Absent. I think that's fine. Need to be cognizant of clock still, but I think we're perfectly fine there. Deck, what are you doing? Deck, I need land drops. That's why I'm drawing 4 cards a turn. I think I will just Unexpectedly Absent this Ledger Shredder and get it countered. Tap all creatures your opponent controls, draw a card. I can't counter that, but I can kill... So this is to answer the Drannith Magistrate, I guess. Sure. this shit out of here. Oh, fuck. This was casting 2 spells in the turn. Whoops. Maybe I should have even cast Phelia instead. Discard Transmute Artifact. It's okay for me, at least. So we know they have Murktide in their 8-card hand. I mean, we have like 5 cards in a Skull Clamp, so we're not that far off in terms of card advantage. I just need to stop futzing around on my turns. What am I doing next turn? Trying to hit a land drop. They're stealing my Mother of Runes. I can just touch the Spirit Element back. This is Murktide Regent. So we Static Prison the Murktide Regent, touch the Spirit Realm, the Mother of Runes back. We actually do this in the opposite order. Shoot. Because I could just not pay next turn and get the Mom back. Whoops. I should have done that in the other order. Because they have like Force Will or something crazy. We just elect not to pay the Static Prison next turn. I wasted too much time on that. What's up, Kate 2? How's it going? These games take forever. No, I don't want to pay the energy. Hole Breacher, huh? No thanks. I should have cast the Spellbinder pre-combat, though. They could easily just have a counterspell here. Oh, that just worked. Also, good thing I didn't, Palace Jailer, eh? Do equip Skull Clamp to Traneth. Pass this turn. Subtlety. Sure. I'll put this on top, because it takes a card permanently because of the Traneth. I could play around a Hull Breacher pretty easily. I guess maybe I shouldn't have equipped. Well, the Traneth can't really die realistically. Give them 2 treasure tokens. They flashed it on an end step. Oh, I can even just Skyclave it. I can Skyclave the Hull Breacher into Palace Jailer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can do all that. Oh no, it's Skyclave the Ledger. No, it's fuck. It's Palace Jailer the Ledger. Fuck. Alright, I think I'm okay. I think we've stabilized. And we can kill in 3 minutes. Send 4 at Jace, 2 at face. We still have lethal next turn. We leave Spellbinder or something. We hold up Mana Tithe, question mark. Should be fine here. Okay, we did it. We won. Oh. A little close for comfort there. But we got there. I said these games take forever. Sometimes they take a long time, especially against a deck like that. Alright, let's do a giveaway, huh? Alright. Get your ban griefs out in a second. As soon as I...
No, you're still
Hey,
using ban grief.
Lawless Sir, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Of course I'm using ban grief. We're using ban grief until grief's banned. Exclamation point. Giveaway ban grief. Giveaway started. We're giving out 120 play points to one lucky member in the chat. Fire off your ban griefs. Get your 120 play points. Get yourself 2 dual commander leagues.
Not 1, but 2.
Value Engine 11, then. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks for everybody for coming and hanging out tonight. Been having fun. We're 4-0. I'm 9-0 with this deck since the last upgrades. I think this Phelia deck is actually very, very good. Thank you also, Fleece Cowboy. Appreciate all the follows tonight. A little bit of a tense game 3 there. A lot of back and forth. Felt like I was in the driver's seat, and then like all those creatures came out of nowhere. But luckily, our deck just like we had enough removal spells. We had like Skull Clamp. I think we only Skull Clamped twice, maybe 3 times, but it definitely came in clutch. Let's get a 1 minute timer on screen. 1 more minute of ban grief in chat. We can finish up this giveaway. I have 5 of these codes to give away per month, so we will do a giveaway. I probably won't do a giveaway tomorrow during the Jarvis stream, but there are only 4 Thursdays this month, but I might be doing a special ban day stream on the 26th, so we might do the 5th giveaway then.
Wait, is Jarvis coming to your stream? Or...
We're gonna both stream our
okay.
sides. And remember, if you get the 120 play points, you cannot give it to Toast.
You can't.
That's the only rule.
You can't.
But I know you're gonna give it to Toast, so I'm gonna give the play points to somebody else. That's just how it works.
If I win fair and square, you have to give it to me. You cannot stop me from giving
I feel like
Toast.
it's some sort of like conflict of interest or something if I'm giving the play point awards to my own wife. That feels, I don't know, like I'm abusing the privilege of being an MTGO creator.
But I'm giving it to your nemesis against your wishes. So
All right, but in the chat, Alex says, give me the play points. Yeah, consider that Alex just started on Moto. He actually needs those play points. And you do like Alex.
I do like
You could give Alex the play points.
He is one of my favorite friends of yours.
Fellow on Zidmod Young Toast. Yeah, exactly. You can't give the points to Young Toast. All right, timer's up. Let's end this giveaway. Yeah, Alex says he's broke and bad. Let's see who wins. Lord Dots. All right, we've solved the crisis of what happens if my wife wins the giveaway for another week.
One day.
Lord Dots, I will DM you your code.
I'm sorry, Alex.
You would have given it to Toast?
Well, we don't know.
How does that work? I'm just going to DM you on Twitch right now, and you will have a code, and you can go into the store, and there's like an input code thing in the store, and it'll just give you 120 play points. There you go, Lord Dots. And if you don't have Moto, I don't know, some people don't have Moto, you can also you can give it to whoever you want except for Toast. You'd also just light it on fire. You could never use it, and I would be none the wiser. You just take 120 play points out of the Moto economy forever. Shout out to Daybreak for allowing me, an MTGO content creator, to do these giveaways. Let's wrap up this league, huh? Did Toast miss a train today? Oh no.
And we reminded him.
We reminded him about the train so many times yesterday. He's also not here to... He could have entered the giveaway himself. You didn't have to enter the giveaway for him. Alex is a supportive friend and is hanging out in the chat. He deserves those play points more than Toast does. Toast isn't even here.
He wasn't he?
I don't think so. Did he say anything in chat ever?
I think so.
Maybe I just blocked it from my mind. Who knows?
Yeah, remember he asked if he could redeem...
Oh, that's true. That he said one thing. He asked if I could redeem points to make me chug Gator wine, and then he never said a second thing.
Who is Janky Ho?
Should have rigged it for me. Yeah, I should have rigged it for Alex. That's true. Maybe next stream. Does Toast have a lot of play points? No, I just don't like Toast.
No, Toast is my best friend. Toast is my best
Toast
friend.
is my arch nemesis. Yeah, I maybe not arch nemesis. It's a little strong.
Just a nemesis?
Just an enemy.
But he's my best friend.
My arch nemesis is Wonder Pro.
Does he know that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not his arch nemesis. I'm his punching bag. Ooh, Grist. I've been meaning to try a Grist deck. Alright, this deck hand seems pretty sicko, huh? Turn 1 Aether Vial. 99 cards, by the way. Unless we get Thoughtseize. Nice. Canoptic Scarab Storm might be nice against a Grist deck, huh? Probably putting some stuff in graveyards. Oh dear God. I'm so terrified whenever I put a cast Worldly Tutor. It's just... Okay, it's just value Worldly Tutor, for sure. This is fine. I might upkeep Path that. Maybe I'll just leave it? What's the worst the other thing can do? Another spot where just like... Man, I wish Path were just like any other removal spell in my whole deck, huh? Path just like... Oh, it rarely feels like Path to Exile is like just a clean, nice answer that's just like very good. Like, I mean, casting Path to Exile on turn 2 is like the reason that Path to Exile isn't played in like any format anymore, right? But just like 1-drop efficient removal is just good enough, I guess. What am I doing the following turns? If I pat this on upkeep and they cast like Grist, I'm just gonna go land Blade Splicer. No, I would cast Phelia. I can't violin the Phelia. I could cast Phelia to answer the Grist token and like punch it, and then cast, or more realistically, cast Phelia, cast Blade Splicer, flicker the Blade Splicer, punch the Grist for 2. If I don't path this, they're just gonna cast Grist, and then I need to path it, otherwise they get to activate it. Yeah, we just need to upkeep path this, huh? Maybe we'll draw a nice 2-drop to Violin. Yep. Grist. Windmill Slam it. Why can't I ban this person out of my... Ooh, not casting Grist, huh? Ban. Why isn't this ban working? Go to my other screen. Ban. There we go, we did it.
Oh, is that a bot?
Birthing Pod, huh? Well, we have Witch Enchanter, potentially. We just need another land drop for it. Where were you last turn, Skrelv? Do I play Blade Splicer here? Or do I play... No, we play Skrelv plus Phelia. That's what we want to do. These charitable chatters are just a charade, yes. Who knew? I couldn't just click that link and get followers or whatever I said. Grief? Eh, that's kind of bad for me. But they kind of have to take the Witch Enchanter, I think. I'm scared of, like, a 5-drop, maybe. I don't know. I haven't played against a Grist deck, so truly anything could be in there. I think they are pretty likely to take... Oh, interesting. Alright. Pot into 5-drop. Yep. Alright. Do your worst. I don't know what that is, but it's probably not good. Oh, that's... fine? I guess that's not fine, huh? Can't attack into that very easily. You don't... This is not a card you want to flicker out. Land here is nice, so we can kill this pod. What do I do here, huh? I think I attack into this Custodial Lich. And just make, like, 2 Blade Splicer, just, like, flood the board. Oop, almost put in the wrong one. And we can just recast Phelia the following turn. We could, like, Extraction Specialist the Phelia or something, but it's dangerous if they have a discard spell. The Phelia gets stuck in the graveyard forever. We currently have Vial on 3+4 mana anyway, so, like, we have Extraction Specialist back Skrelv plus cast Phelia the next turn. Stopcat? Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, brutal. We're still okay here because we have all of this stuff at instant speed. Like, we can Phelia, Extraction Specialist back Skrelv, Skrelv past the Massacre Girl. I don't like the fact that they're attacking. Touch the Spiral and the Massacre Girl, which is dangerous because they could remove the touch. And then we're up shit creek again. What are these gigantic fucking spells? Jeez. Leave me alone. This is a Nick Fit ass deck if I've ever seen one. Honestly, kind of sicko. Noble Larkin, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. That's actually really nice, huh? Plow this, attack, flicker the beast token. Then what? How do I do? Do I have to just touch the Spiral and the Massacre Girl and pray that they don't have a fucking removal spell for it? I could just, like, plow the Massacre Girl, pro green Phelia, attack with it. Like, block the Thragtusk. It's so risky to touch the Spirit Realm, this Massacre Girl, huh? Just wraths my board again, and then we just, like, fucking lose the game instantly. Maybe I have to plow... Maybe I just block. Pro green here. Attack, flicker, nothing. Flicker the Extraction Specialist, I guess. Get back nothing, but... Flicker that at Skrelv, I guess, would be the play. Hold up touch. This is hard. 3 cards in hand. I think we're gonna go for this line. I'm definitely not sure that this is correct. But I don't like the other line. Let's draw like a 3-drop creature, please. It's not a 3-drop creature. Would have been a good draw there. Recruiter of the Guard, I guess. Well, that probably finds an answer for Touch the Spirit Realm, huh? Was not better to Swords the Girl and O-Ring the Thrag. Oh, wait, could I have just done that, right? O-Ring the Thrag, attack, flicker the thing, plow it. Oh, that was... yeah, that was definitely better. I don't know why I didn't think about that. They're just gonna get, like, Rex Sage or whatever. One of 400 different ways to Wrath me. Yeah. And they get a Thragtusk back here. Now I have my board, so I'm just much, much better off. Yeah, that was stupid. It's fine. We'll draw Solitude here. Recruiter of the Guard. Perfect. Sure. Go, doggo. Draw something good. That's definitely not bad. What do you cycle for here that's gonna, like, fuck me? The channel guy? Endurance? Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Oh, and there's Endurance, huh? We could Reverent Mantra to get through here. It's probably the only play. Rather not lose my Phelia, so probably just gonna attack, get Monarchy back, and then like throw one of these things at the Phelia and then we lose, but yeah, I think my dumb Thragtusk turn definitely cost me this. Draw a 3-drop creature off of Monarchy trigger. Balance would not save me here. Yeah, probably not, huh? Balance not very good against Grist and Survival of the Fittest, huh? Maybe they'll tap out. Just cast a 6-drop creature with your Survival of the Fittest. Cast a Primeval Titan. Oh no, Yawgmoth. That's much better. And does not cost 6 mana. Alright. I think there's a good chance we don't win this game, even without, like, survival is just really tough to answer, huh? Even without my pretty horrendous misplay. Good chance we die there. But definitely, didn't do myself any favors. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it would have been a lot closer, certainly. I think, that survival is very scary, though. They play a Mana Dork. I think I'm supposed to just keep Phelia. Thought sees me? Oh, well, that's a pretty bad Mana Dork. Here, at least, because it's pretty conditional. I think I'd rather play Phelia. They need a fetch land to actually use this Deathrite. We can get Guide of Souls Glimmerlens online. Start doing some stuff. Fauna Shaman. Sure. I will kill that one. Might actually oust that one. Because I'm kind of okay with them drawing it later and then answering it. Because it's really slow to cast, like 3 turns from now. I will Glimmerlens, oust, attack with Phelia, flicker the Glimmerlens, make some 2/2s. Maybe I want to lay down arms because I might have to pitch the oust to the Reverent Mantra to beat like a snuff out. But it's nice that I wouldn't have to potentially, although I can't lay down arms at potentially like larger creature. I only get to yeah, I think I'm gonna lay down arms. There's a chance I just pitch the oust. That's not threatening. They do have the fetch land for the Deathrite. So this is a 2/3, essentially. Maybe we just oust this Tarmogoyf now, huh? We have just hardcast Reverend Mantra up or pitch Witch Enchanter. Ousting Tarmogoyf lets me attack for a lot. Sure. Is there like a world that I'm supposed to figure out how to play around Massacre Girl? Is it just going to wrath me regardless? This thing can get up to 6/6. It's going to deal 1 and then kill 1. Oh no, nothing. Massacre Girl can't actually kill anything because everything has 2 toughness. It's kind of hilarious. Just thinking about what I'm supposed to jump with the guide. Maybe play around actual Massacre? Yeah, perhaps, huh? I think I want to jump my Guide of Souls just so that Deathray can't block anything. Phelia is getting to 4/4, which is like big enough that it can attack through most things anyway. And Phelia already has the removal on target on its back. Let's play this Novice Inspectors to cycle it. If they have like Damnation or whatever, I mostly just want to cycle the card anyway. Maybe not, because I could have held up like cast Phelia off Crystal Vein, which I probably would have done. They just wrathed me. They might just be dead here, who knows. I don't like that they're casting spells. Stop that. Gotta tap the Deathrite first. Deathrite's ability, not a mana ability, has a target. Cat, leave the premises, please. There's Massacre Girl. This doesn't do anything. We cracked the code. We played around Massacre Girl. This is gonna do some stupid bullshit. What if I crack this clue token? Oh, I could sack Crystal Vein, get the Sand Scout trigger. Let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're just dead. We can just flicker out the Massacre Girl. If they had a snuff out, it would be pretty bad. We had Reverend Mantra, though. This is lethal, right? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. Where did Cat go?
She's under the cabinet.
I see her. If they had snuff, yeah, if they had snuff out, that would have been a little bad, right? Because does Massacre Girl only trigger itself? Does Massacre Girl? Yeah, it doesn't trigger itself later, right? It has to trigger itself with the initial trigger or something. They would have needed like 0 mana, -1/-1 or something, like a gut shot or something, until end of turn. Oh, any death that turn. Okay. Until end of turn, anytime something dies, it does another Massacre sweep. It is really funny that like we very intentionally like thought about Massacre Girl again after getting annihilated by it, and then it ended up not mattering. But like, I could have pumped Phelia to a 6/6, I think, and then there were only 4 creatures in play that would have died, so Phelia would have survived at 1/1 if there was like if I had like an X1 in play specifically. I would have jumped the Phelia instead. Cat, please. I have one more game. All right, this hand's pretty solid. Cat, leave me alone. Get out of here.
She loves you.
Not right now. We're playing for the trophy. I'll plow pretty much any 1-drop, I think. 'Cause now that we're on the draw, I really just want to stall them. Oh, well, I'm not going to plow that 1-drop. I will also plow pretty much any 2-drop. Just because we want to be mana efficient more than anything else. I will definitely plow that. Holy shit. That thing's dead as fuck. Reverend Mantra again. Stoneforge doesn't actually do anything super exciting, so I think we're just gonna Phelia. Like, we don't have like Cauldron in our deck or whatever to try to just fucking kill him. Oh shit, we're gonna get him. that shit. Unfortunately, don't get any flicker value, but, you know, we buff Phelia at least. The hand, yeah, suspect on the strength of survival makes sense. Keep like a little bit of a loose hand in terms of mana, and survival is just very powerful card. Yeah, this Grist just sucks. It like just dies on board because we can just flicker the 1/1 out of the way. Draw land. It's nuts. Oh god. Is there any way I can just flicker the Dungeoneer instead? Not really. I think it's just fine, though, if I just play Dungeoneer, huh? Just attack, flicker the token, clear the Grist, play Dungeoneer, play Novice Inspector. Let's run away with this game, huh? Oop, not that one. That one. And now we have Jite. We can just kill everything. We can get Jite in play. Mow down boards. This should be GG's, huh? Feeling pretty ahead. Yeah, they can't play any artifact or enchantment. Did we ever see a commander swap this week? We did not. I don't expect it comes up a ton. So this is just put a card in my graveyard. Then shuffle. We can also Stoneforge for Sash and eat a thing if they put something really scary in the graveyard. We can just very roundabout. Stoneforge Sash. We have enough mana for that, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You just need 5 mana to Stoneforge Sash, eat a thing. Put custody? Really? That's your plan? That's the plan. Custody Lich. Custody Lich? I don't know. Alright, let's... They're at 3 mana, so we don't really have to start thinking about Massacre Girl. That just gives us the Monarchy? Yeah, I like... kind of don't want to flicker this Dungeoneer, because it just, like... I think they're just gonna die. If I'm being honest. Like, if this just gets reanimated, I just don't care at all. We just have GT online too, so we can just kill it. Yeah, I was gonna, like, maybe get Lion Sash if I were scared of something, but I will instead just do this. What am I flickering here, if not the Seasoned Dungeoneer? It's the Novice Inspector then, so I should equip to something else. So we put... I guess we just do that. Yeah, nothing matters here. They reanimate Custody Lich, we sack Novice Inspector, we kill it, we have super lethal. Yeah, let's go! Back-to-back trophies! Got trophy off stream. Got trophy on stream. I think this deck is legitimately sick. I've really been enjoying playing Phelia. I'm like very. I need to build this on my actual account. I've been playing a lot of Duel Commander on my Daybreak account, just because it makes it way easier for just like swapping around, trying stuff. But I really want to buy the cards for my actual account and just play this, grind some QPs. Hell yeah. We gotta do some cool stuff this league, huh? Talk shit about Laron, then drew Laron to kill the fucking, whatever it's called. Survival of the Fittest. The Glimmerlands was, like, really good. Glimmerlands was, like, one of the better 2-drops to flicker, honestly, in terms of, like building a board presence. Another league where, like, every time you draw Beza, it just kind of sucks. So, like, getting closer to maybe just cutting this. I think a smart thing to do would be to like test the Feldon matchup to see if Beza is necessary. And my instinct is that the Feldon matchup is probably very good even without access to like a big life gain card in your command zone instead. I could definitely see cutting some of these other cards though. But we'll see. Wandering Emperor hasn't been super good. Theoretically, it's like kind of nice, right? Because you can flicker it with Phelia and use another account. Like you can exile 2 things, right? You can play it, exile. You can like sorcery speed it basically. Exile tapped thing, attack with Phelia, flicker it, end step. You can exile another tapped thing, stuff like that. That hasn't come up and is like kind of clunky sometimes. Blade Splicer is like nice, but is kind of like a 3-mana version of Glimmerlens in a way. Adds to the board state, but Glimmerlens is nicer on its own. Restoration, I think I've never ever drawn in 2 leagues, which is obviously 99 card decks. I think this card is like pretty good with Phelia, right? Like it hits your land drops, which is something that's really important in this format. I think you can flicker it to continually, you know, get back 1 to 2 CMC stuff. Seems fine, but just hasn't really come up. Darksteel Mutation is like kind of an okay card. Because it's like good against commanders, right? Turns them off, and sometimes some things have trouble answering it. Some decks have trouble answering Darksteel Mutation. I've ran into the issue of like I've Darksteel mutated a thing, and then my Phelia attacks into their indestructible insect like 4 times, and then maybe that doesn't matter because you're just getting a bunch of Phelia value, and you don't actually need to deal them damage. But the Darksteel Mutation absorbed like 2 + 3 + 4 + 5 damage over a couple of turns, just repeatedly attacking into an indestructible 0/1. But yeah, I think like these are probably the most cuttable cards in the deck. Maybe we'll keep Laron in there. I think Laron is probably worth it overall. Glimmerland's also kind of earned its keep, I think. I think the rest of these are pretty rock solid, though. I might continue experimenting. I also need to reconfigure. I guess if we're... Oh yeah, Path to Exile. Path to Exile does continually come up as like, this is really awkward to actually cast. So like, oh yeah, where did I put the? Oh yeah, I put the Restoration back in there. Path of Exile like does come up so often. It's just like I don't really want to cast this on this thing. I get we're like scraping the bottom of the barrel for every 1-drop removal spell possible. Like we have Lay Down Arms, we have like Oust in this deck, and then also Mutavault, Mishra's Factory. I think are like fairly cuttable. This deck has a ton to do with its mana, and sometimes it can be a little screwy in terms of cutting you off of colors. But I think most of the rest of this deck has felt really good for me. I'll definitely do some more diving on Scryfall. Find some more niche random bullshit. Add to my fucking list of 25 cards. Maybe we'll play the balance after all, huh? I could definitely like wouldn't be mad about adding a balance in here and then, you know, trying it out, seeing how often balance is bad versus balance is good. But I have like so many other cards that I kind of want to play as well. Yeah, I just have like this fucking random ass. I can't even see if I'm showing you because I don't have my camera up. But you guys won't be able to see it, but I just have this notepad filled with like a bunch of different cards for different decks. Which I've been writing down as I scroll Scryfall through random stuff. Anyway. I'm just babbling on now. But important thing is that I do think this deck is very good. I really enjoy it. as a D&T player, obviously I'm a little bit biased. This deck is very much in the D&T wheelhouse, so obviously a lot of my magic abilities play very well here. But I've been really loving this. This is definitely my frontrunner deck. If I were like to play paper Duel Commander ever, I would absolutely build this deck. I would play it. I hope that maybe paper Duel Commander sees some more support as people start playing this on Moto, but we'll just have to see, huh? Hey, dog, get out of there. But yeah, a lot of, like, this deck has so much like maneuverability, so many different options. A lot of different cards, same commander. Yeah, fair enough. Like again, like these decks could easily be like 30 cards different or something, right? I started my version 1.0 is like 12 card, like full 12 cards got changed, I think. Because I was just like, I want to try these other cards, you know? There's so many options in these decks. They're so customizable. So it's real tough. It's real tough to like refine these slots. It's hard to definitively say like, yeah, I've solved it. This is just the perfect deck. We did it. Lazo? I don't know what any of these cards are, huh?
You want to kill her?
The land? Oh, Lazotep. Lazotep's Quarry? Yeah, this card is actually nuts. This card is... It's been so good for me in like every single monocolor deck that I've played. It's really nice, especially in like mono white or mono red. Mono red gets like big 4/4 hasters for cheap. Mono white gets like big 4/4s with ETBs. I'm also scared of too many colorless lands, but this is near the top of my list for like creature based monocolor decks right now. I've just been very impressed with this, and also just with Sand Scout. Sand Scout's just been been really nice. So you can tutor your Lazotep Quarry. You can Lazotep Quarry back your Sand Scout, make a 4/4, get another desert. Unfortunately, it's not search another Lazotep Quarry because you obviously only have one in the deck. But like you also just get to play 3 deserts for relatively free, so your Sand Scout gets like pretty good value. But the big thing is Lazotep Quarry. It's in this deck, it's in the Felden deck, which it's also very good in. Yeah, I also don't really like the other deserts that are just mostly like kind of free rolls. But Lazotep Quarry is the big gain for sure. Anyway, let's go raid someone, huh? Now that we've 10-0'd with this deck. Where's the Twitch streams? Playing Sand Scout and Atraxa for the 7/7 reflected. Well, yeah, that card is also sick. The creature land. That card's like kind of nuts with like when you play like Dragon or like Atraxa or like partner. Like you could play like Yoshimaru plus like the 7-drop red guy and play the 7/7 reflecting pool thing. There are a couple other commanders that are like really expensive, but like you get their effects or like they're cheap or something like that. And you just get like this fucking giant creature land for free. Yeah, Geddons are a card that's also on my like the notepad list. I was like, you could definitely play like Geddon plus Ravages. All right, who is streaming, huh? No one's ever streaming Duel Commander, huh? No one ever wants to be playing our cool format. Yeah, I could definitely see a matchup like that being pretty hard, but if they're like a lot of like bigger grindier decks, like I'm definitely used to like the D&T driver's seat here where it's like, oh, I'm the biggest and grindiest deck of them all. Like I just gonna draw a million cards, but there are definitely like bigger value decks out there that could definitely grind me. I just like haven't really played against them a lot yet, but like if I played against a bunch of like Atraxa, infinite removal spell decks and stuff, you'd definitely want a card like Geddon or Ravages or even maybe Cataclysm. Let's just go host Matt, huh? No one's ever on at 11 p.m. On a Tuesday, yeah. No one's on at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday for some godforsaken reason. What's up, Joyful Waffle? We are unfortunately just ending our stream here. But we 5-0'd, and that's the important part. Five voted with our fucking cool ass Duel Commander D&T deck. Alright, so let's go raid Matt, playing some vintage cube. I like Matt. One of the few people that is on when I'm getting ready for bed. So one of the few people that I put on my phone while I'm brushing my teeth and stuff. Anyway, as always, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I had a great time. If you want to support the stream, you can follow me here on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel where all these VODs go afterwards, in case you want to see any other Duel Commander stuff. One more reminder: I'll be on 6:30 Eastern. I'll tweet about it. 5:30 Central. I'll be streaming Duel Commander against Jarvis. We'll both be streaming our sides. I'll be playing Phelia, Feldon, and Lightpaws. And we're going to talk about our feelings on the format, stuff like that, where we're at, how we feel about building certain decks. But I've been having a lot of fun, and I intend to keep playing this even after the ban. But obviously, when the ban comes out, I'll play a lot more Legacy, and we'll get back into our rhythm. But anyway, let's go raid Matt. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I did.
Damn.
Let's raid. Raid? We raid? How does this raid button work? There we go.